Why is he even asking you this? Does it even matter? So, you're on a date with a guy that you're really interested in. You guys are sitting across from one another, maintaining eye contact, conversing over your meal, and smiling at one another sporadically. And all of a sudden, when it's his turn to speak, he asks,
"So, why are you still single?"
Now, before we get into the meat of how you should respond to this question, we need to establish the fact that when men you are dating ask you this, it's a legitimate question for several reasons. For one, if a man sees you as smart, successful, strong, and attractive, and seemingly an overall great catch, he's gonna wanna know why someone hasn't snatched you up yet. And two, he can learn so much about you based on your response to his question. And because many of us women hate or fear this question for a variety of reasons, we usually respond in a way that turns quality men all the way off. Listen when I tell you, the way you respond to the question, "Why are you still single?" can either make or break the decision on whether a quality man wants to continue to pursue you. And that's why by the end of this video, you're gonna know what not to say and exactly how to respond to this question with confidence and dignity. But before I get to any of all that, please make sure that you subscribe to my channel because it's just the right decision, especially if you are a smart and successful woman who wants tips on navigating the dating world on your journey towards marriage. All right, so women usually respond to the question, "Why are you still single?" in three majorly wrong ways. The first response is that we get defensive. When we get defensive, we actually feel attacked for being single. And we feel like we're being judged for our current relationship status. And we get good and ready for a clapback like,
"How come you asking me that?"
Or,
"Sir, why are you still single?"
Being defensive reveals to a quality man that you are emotionally immature. It's a red flag that lets him know that if you cannot process your emotions intelligently enough to respond to a simple question at the beginning stages of dating, he probably won't survive difficult discussions with you at later stages of dating. Okay, so the second common response is that we get reckless. When we get reckless, we start sharing pieces of ourselves with the man that hasn't gotten to know us well enough or earned that level of trust. Some of us will go into detail about a harsh divorce that we've been struggling with. And while others might talk about having trust issues because we were date raped, being reckless reveals to a quality man that you lack discretion and that you might not have good judgment overall. It also reveals to a predator how to exactly prey on your insecurities so that he can get what he wants. Okay, so the third common response we as women usually have to the question, "Why are you still single?" is that we get petty. When we get petty, like we start trying to flex, but we end up looking dusty and airing out our dirty laundry instead. I have heard women say things like,
"Well, I'm single because I don't Netflix and chill. Well, I'm single because I want to do more than hang out. Well, I'm single because I want more than what you doing and where you at text. And I'm single because I just want to date somebody who is employed."
We think we are so clever and cute when we respond that way, when really we are just revealing to quality men that we date so many dusty men that raggedy experiences have become our new normal. And that moment when you respond with petty, you immediately become less attractive to a quality man because he now sees this big red flag screaming at him that there is definitely something up with her as to why she does not have regular experiences with quality men. Okay, so now that we've discussed on how not to respond to the question, "Why are you still single?" let's get into the nitty-gritty of how you should respond to this question. Please know that smart women are prepared in advance to answer this question. She expects to be asked, so she isn't throwing off her game when she's asked. She responds in a confident, honest way that does not reveal messy baggage and positions herself as a quality woman who isn't desperate for a man. So he asks,
"Why are you still single?"
Why am I still single? That's the million-dollar question, right? Well, there was a time when I was more focused on improving myself than I was focused on being in a relationship. And so now that I've gotten myself to a place that I love, I'm ready to explore what's all out there for me. Or, well, being single has allowed me to do so many things like travel, follow my passions, and meet some incredible people along the way. I finally gotten to the point where I just want to have fun dating and eventually marry someone just as dope as I am. Or, great question. I've been meeting a lot of great guys lately, but I haven't really found the right one for me. How about yourself? These responses to the question, why am I still single, not only tell a positive story, but it leaves mystery, it suggests growth and accountability of a woman with standard who doesn't have issues building positive relationships with either men or women. All right, so that concludes my video on how to answer the question, why are you still single? What I've noticed as women is that many of us let some of the smallest things bother us and throw us off our game, and this question is one of those things. Instead of allowing this question to cause you to play yourself, use it as an opportunity to be fun, to be exciting, to be thoughtful, to be different. So lady, are you guilty of responding to the question, why are you still single, in the wrong manner? If so, were you defensive? Were you reckless? Were you petty? Let me know in the comments. All right, girl, that was a lot of free game that I know you appreciate. So if you liked this video, please show love by liking and subscribing. And never forget to live for God and love the life that you live.